Life has a strange way of testing people. Sometimes it gives comfort easily, and sometimes it asks a person to walk through years of struggle before giving even a small reward. But those who remain patient and continue to work hard often discover that respect is something that cannot be taken, it must be earned. This is the story of a young man named Daniel. Daniel grew up in a poor neighborhood where opportunities were rare. His father had passed away when he was very young, and his mother worked long hours cleaning houses just to put food on the table. Their home was small and simple, but his mother always told him something important. "Son," she would say, "we may not have money, but we must always have dignity. Work hard, stay patient, and one day people will respect you." Daniel never forgot those words. When he finished school, life didn't suddenly become easier. He searched for jobs everywhere, shops, construction sites, small offices, but most people rejected him. Some said he had no experience. Others simply didn't want to hire someone from his poor background. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Finally, one afternoon, a small furniture workshop agreed to hire him. But the job was not glamorous. Daniel's work was to sweep the floor, carry heavy wooden boards, and clean tools. The pay was very small. Some of his friends laughed when they heard about it. "You studied for years just to become a cleaner in a workshop," one of them mocked. For a moment, Daniel felt embarrassed. But then he remembered his mother's words. "Work hard. Stay patient." So he kept showing up every morning before anyone else arrived. He swept the floor carefully, organized the tools neatly, and helped the workers whenever they needed an extra pair of hands. At first, no one noticed. The carpenters were busy with their own work, and the workshop owner barely spoke to him. But Daniel paid attention to everything. While cleaning, he quietly watched how the carpenters measured wood, how they used machines, and how they shaped furniture with patience and precision. After finishing his duties, he sometimes practiced using leftover wood pieces. Slowly, he began learning the craft. Months passed. One day, a carpenter didn't show up for work. The workshop suddenly had an urgent order to finish a large wooden table. The workers looked worried. Then Daniel spoke softly. "I think I can help," he said. The others looked surprised. "You?" one of them said. "You only clean the workshop." Daniel nodded and quietly began working. With steady hands, he measured the wood, cut it carefully, and assembled the pieces just as he had observed many times before. When the table was finished, the workers stood silently around it. It was perfect. The workshop owner came over and inspected the table closely. After a moment, he looked at Daniel with new eyes.
I can't believe it. It's
"Who taught you this?" he asked. Daniel replied humbly, "No one, sir. I just watched and practiced whenever I had time." From that day forward, everything slowly began to change. The owner allowed Daniel to work alongside the carpenters. He learned more every day, improving his skills with patience and dedication. Years passed. The small workshop became famous for producing beautiful handmade furniture, and Daniel became its most skilled craftsman. Customers began requesting furniture specifically made by him. But what surprised people most was not his talent, it was his attitude. Even after gaining respect, Daniel remained humble. He still greeted everyone kindly and helped new workers just as he once needed help himself. One day, the workshop owner called Daniel into his office. "I am getting old," he said gently. "This workshop has grown because of your hard work. I want you to become my partner and help run this place." Daniel was speechless. Years earlier, he had entered that same workshop as a poor cleaner whom no one respected. Now he was being trusted to lead it. When Daniel went home that evening, he told his mother everything. Tears filled her eyes as she smiled proudly. "You see, son," she said softly, "respect doesn't come from money or position. It comes from patience, honesty, and hard work." This story reminds us of an important truth. In life, many people want success quickly. They want recognition without effort and respect without struggle. But true respect grows slowly, just like a strong tree. It begins with small actions, showing up every day, doing your work honestly, learning patiently, and never giving up even when nobody is watching. Daniel started with nothing. No money, no influence, and no special opportunities. But with patience and hard work, he earned something far more valuable than wealth. He earned respect. And in the end, respect is the greatest success a person can achieve. So if life feels difficult right now, remember this story. Keep working. Keep learning. Stay patient. Because the seeds you plant today with effort and dedication may grow into a future filled with honor, dignity, and respect. And one day, people who once ignored you may look at you with admiration and say, "That person truly earned their place in this world."